What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing the series on FX, Snowfall. We're on Snowfall Season 4. This is an episode 3 review. Now, you know, if you watch Snowfall, you know what's going on. They got a gang war going on between pretty much Inglewood and Compton with Scully versus Man-Boy. Franklin Saint is in the middle of that. He lost his best bud, his right-hand man, Leon, who wants to do his own thing. You got family issues within, you know, the uncle and aunt running the business while he was down for the count with that shooting. And then, you know, wanting to get his parents out of the way, but nah, we gonna stick around. You got a cop out for revenge, trying to take Franklin down for killing his good friend and former partner. You got a reporter that's out here digging around, trying to get the full scoop on Franklin Saint. And then you got the CIA agent that's out here doing dirt with Gustavo. And so now they're in a shithole because, you know, they done fell in line with some corrupt cops down in Mexico. So that's pretty much what's going on for episode 1 and 2. So episode 3, we start off with, you know, Gustavo, his family members or friends, whatever they were to him, were murdered by these corrupt cops down in Tijuana. They came up, murdered 100,000. We want 100,000 a week. They wrote it in blood. So now we open up with that, and Gustavo is ready for whoever's coming. He's sitting there with a shotgun. Oh wait, I'm doing the recap. Hold on, let me scale it back and save the recap for the second half of this, just to get to the review of episode 3. So now you got Gustavo wanting the revenge. Is Teddy gonna help him or tell him to back off? What's gonna be the play? We got Franklin out here trying to do real estate moves now. You know, his mom refuses to leave, so she's trying to make connections with this real estate developer that has political connections. You got Man-Boy trying to wedge his way into the family dynamics, kind of messing with Franklin's head and messing with the family members of his aunt and uncle. Just trying to get in their head. I see what you're doing, Man-Boy. You still have the effects of Wanda on this crack and how, you know, Leon's looking at her. And so you have all these elements coming, and you got this cop that thinking he can stop Franklin Saint. Like, I'm bringing you down no matter what. He was dirty and in bed with him, but now he's like, I want to take him down. So now Snowfall is really building these different elements and pieces, all centered around, you know, Franklin Saint, but in a different way. You know, you got the cop coming in from this angle, you got the reporter coming in from this angle, you got the family tensions here, you got the gang war up underneath, and then you got the stuff going on in Mexico, which ties into the product coming into LA. So it's all connected and it revolves around Franklin. I like what they're doing with this series. Like I feel like every episode is really moving towards something. Like I don't feel like there's any wasted space so far with what they're showing in the story arcs and where we're going. I feel like we're really moving, and I'm just like, yeah, I like what's happening here. And episode 3 was a good continuation of the elevated heat in episode 2. You know, we had the shootout, we had the gang war, we had the, you know what I'm saying, Scully, he's still alive. So now we kind of scale it back a little bit and go more into a more storytelling development. You know, all series pretty much do this. And so that's where we're at on episode 3. And you can feel stuff being set up to progress through the season. So episode 3 was dope. I'm giving it 4 saxophones out of 5. But let's get into the recap. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode, turn the video off now. I'm about to tell you everything. Gustavo, he wants to have revenge. They killed his family. Killed his family, friends, whoever the hell they were. I'm still foggy on who they were exactly to Gustavo, but it doesn't matter. He loved them. You know what I'm saying? And they came in and killed him, cutting food knife to the chest, written in blood. We want the 100,000 a week. That's not how you negotiate business financially. You don't have to kill the family members / friends. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing a comedy show and they're like, yo, Tom, we're gonna pay you this much for the weekend. I'm like, nah, I want a little bit more than that. They're like, well, we'll see what we can do. That's like me, after they say we'll see what we can do, that's like me going to the promoter's house and killing their family members and or friends and saying, I want this much and my flight covered, written in blood. Why did I do that? It was just over the top. You know what I mean? So they gonna pay the price. Gustavo's ready. Teddy rolls up like shotgun in his face. He's like, yo, I want revenge. He was like, yo, we not gonna do it like this. Trust me. Gustavo ain't hearing it, shoves Teddy down hard. He's about to go wreck shop on these shady cops in Tijuana. So he goes down there and he gets knocked out. He was like sitting outside waiting on these cats to show up, got knocked out. I don't know how he got hit from the side in open space. Like, I don't know how he didn't see the dude here with the gun that knocked him. I didn't get that. Like, he was sitting in the truck in the alley. He got out the truck. He's in the middle of the street now. Like, when you're at the edge of an alley, you walk out of the edge, you're in open space. That's how alleys work. Once you come out of the alley, open space. He didn't see this. He didn't see somebody right here. He didn't even look. He was just like, focus, revenge, revenge. You know how when you want revenge, you're just looking at the revenge? I don't know if any of y'all have ever gotten revenge, but like, you know, let's say they mess your order up and you want revenge. You're like, yeah, they're gonna give me what I ordered. You be focused, but you didn't see the dude with the gun right here about to hit you in the head with it. Like literally, right here. How'd he miss that? Anyway, he got knocked out. Turns out it was Teddy's crew, and Teddy reveals to him that, yo, I'm CIA. And Gustavo's like, this whole time? Like, yeah, man, CIA, I need you to pump the brakes on this revenge. They're like, oh, okay. He kind of took it well, but he was like, damn, man, CIA, but now everything's making sense. So now, all right, we got that going. Franklin had a meeting with that cop, you know, and Officer Nixon, who's out here thinking he can threaten Franklin's family. And Franklin had to let him know, like, yo, man, I don't know what you think you're doing, but leave my family alone or it's not gonna be pretty for you. And you know, he's a cop, so he's thinking, man, let me tell you something, man, you can't threaten me. I can threaten you, I just did. Don't fuck with my family, all right? You know, he mad at Franklin because, you know, he killed the cop. Keep that in mind. Are you comfortable with threatening a cop killer? Because that means if they kill one cop, they can kill two. I need you to chill, Officer Nixon. You're doing too much with your little badge, bro. Chill. So they had that little exchange. So now, you know, they show Franklin's aunt and uncle meeting up with Manboy down in Compton. And Manboy's like, yeah, man, shootout was crazy. Your boy Franklin was looking a little shaky. Things were smoother when he was on the recovery tip, but now it's getting messy now that he came back. So Manboy is trying to plant the seed of dissension within the family, saying, we might not need Franklin. Saying, I see what you're doing, Manboy, you snake. You snake in Compton, man. You're not slick. But he's trying to get in their heads. I see what he's doing. And that's why I would have chose Scully. I would have sided with Scully because Scully is crazy, but some of these crazy cats they have honor. Just because you're crazy doesn't mean you lack honor and integrity. And when you're doing business with somebody, the honor and integrity has to be the focal point. Not the fact that you're making money with them. If you sense something that's off, like he's shady, like I think they want to take me out, you can't really do business with somebody like that. And that's Manboy. He wants the power, he has the ambition, he wants to cut you out, Franklin. Anyway, so now he planting the seed in the family members, you know what I'm saying? Leon is in the hood. Old girl that they done came up with, she's fully cracked out. I think Wanda's her name or whatever. She's fully cracked out. She is a zombie at this point. So Leon's like, man, what happened to you? You know what happened? Crack. Y'all was selling it, man, destroying communities. Don't be like, man, what happened? You know what happened. That rock destroyed everybody. And now you looking at it in the face. You had a hand in that, Leon. Don't be looking at her, judging her. You was a part of this, Afro McGee. This is your fault. You should feel guilty, if anything. You was like, man, I had a hand in this. Melody had, you know, she had like a religious recovery. She on the right track. But Wanda's out here on these streets. But I think she's kind of coming to terms with what she's becoming, because there's a scene also in this episode where a tooth comes out. Her tooth comes out while she hanging out with her crackhead buddies. Her tooth comes out and they laughing like, oh, she done lost a tooth, man. They dapping it up on a tooth loss. If you got a friend and they pull out a whole tooth, that's when you get concerned. That's when the fun and games is over. That's when you stop playing Uno. You be like, wait, hey, you good? If I'm talking to Cam and he pulls out a tooth, we're not just gonna keep laughing and talking. We're gonna be like, you good, Cam? You just pulled out a whole tooth from the back. From the back. So now she's looking at herself in the mirror and it's like, is this the realization point for her to change her life? I don't even know if her name is Wanda. I just called her that, but you know who I'm talking about. Now, Franklin's mom, Sissy, she goes to meet with a, real estate cat in the community played by Stephen Williams, who had, real estate guy, real strong political connections in the city. And so she comes to him. She knows all about his dealings and all of that. So she's coming to him for maybe we can do business, maybe we can do a deal, because she knows the value of having these political connections, because she knows that Franklin is gonna need help on the political side. And the political side is gonna lead into that always bleeds into the law enforcement side. It's hand in hand. So now she realized the value of that. So she's taking this, since she's a real estate agent, she's taking what she knows and trying to bring it to benefit the family. And so he's like, man, what's in it for you? And I don't know if I trust this guy, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows what her family represents. He knows about her son. So now I'm just like, And now Franklin goes to this bookstore, this old black-owned bookstore by this beautiful older black couple who's been in the community for years. He offers to, and they're probably going out of business soon, because bookstores, they hanging on by a thread. But it's a family business. So he goes in there, offers him a sweet deal, like, I offer to buy your spot, and then you can still operate here. I'm giving you double the asking price, and you can still just thrive here and build, and I'll just buy it from you. And so they're like, you do that for us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And this couple has been featured in future episodes. But anyway, he ends up going back on that deal once he makes a deal with Stephen Williams. Now he goes back to them as like, I want you out within the next couple of weeks. And they're like, what? That's not what, yeah, I'm just taking this and you gotta go. They're like, you motherfucker. Like she said that. This older black woman was like, you motherfucker. You a real piece of work, Franklin Saint. And his whole demeanor changed. It was just like, yeah, you got to go. And I'm sure in his heart, it hurt him to do that, but he had to. See, now he's making those connections with Stephen Williams, because it's like, I can get Stephen Williams to transfer this cop that's been up my ass. Mind you, the cop goes in their house and arrests Franklin's mom, takes her off. He's like, yo, mom, stay calm. You know what I'm saying? We'll have you out in an hour. He takes this woman to the cemetery of Andre Wright, who Franklin Saint murdered, Melody's dad. Takes her to that gravesite. Rough too, roughing her up, hitting the brakes so she hit her face on the little cage in the back seat of the squad car, throws up on the tree. Your son did this. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. But Sissy already knew. She already knew Franklin Saint did that. So it's not like it's nothing new. I don't know what he's trying to play at, but I don't think it's gonna work out in your favor. You're probably gonna end up getting killed, officer. You might need to pump the brakes, especially doing it like this. Stop messing with people's family. Go after Franklin if you want him. And the reporter, she's still on the case. Now she linked up with an investigator that is also interested in Franklin Saint. So now they working together. She's trying to get the hot scoop from the investigator in. So now this reporter is just like doing her thing. And I don't know if this is her ex-boyfriend, former husband. She's like, yo, you sure you want to go down this road? Because last time you went down this road, you got ran over. Your career hurt, your reputation. Do you want to do this to yourself again? Like, why are you this caught up? And I don't know if you should do this. She's like, man, I got to do it. But, all right. Mind you, Gustavo and Teddy, they get the information from the CIA, because the CIA has all the information they need. They find out who the guys were involved in that killing of his family members down there in Mexico. So Gustavo, and they were just like, chill. We find out their stronghold of where they will go if they need to hide out. So Gustavo was like, all right, we'll scare him into hiding, and then that's when we'll get him. We'll go in there and scare him again. Gustavo was like, all right, this is how I'm gonna scare him. I'm gonna kill one of his crew. So Gustavo goes off the deep end, goes up in there, kills one of their main guys. They go into hiding just like it was planned. But the plan wasn't to kill part of the crew. It was just, we know who you are, we coming for you, blah, 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 shoot in the air. He went in there and actually killed one of them from scratch. He went in there with the hand, choking them out. So kills one of their crew. So they do go into hiding. And then Teddy and Gustavo show up took out the whole crew by themselves. This is a little raggedy. Let's be real, it's a little raggedy. Luckily they had vests because they did get shot. They took some bullets, but they had the vests on. But they were raggedy bad. How many, strongholds have y'all wiped out with just you and your friend? All right, you didn't get shot in the hips when you went down to Mexico to wipe out like a stronghold hideout? Y'all didn't get shot in the hips? Y'all didn't fumble the ball? Y'all didn't miss a couple shots? Y'all didn't get hit because you wasn't looking at every corner? You was perfect when you did it? When people came to get you like Tony Montana and Scarface, you know what I'm saying? You ain't miss? You ain't get shot in the back and in the lower booty cheek because you was outnumbered? Y'all think y'all better than everybody out here. So that's what's going on in Snowfall episode 3. So now there was no mention of, no visual of Scully. So we don't know what he's up to. I'm sure there's going to be more on Leon and him trying to figure out and, do the drug game by himself. We're going to see what's going on with this real estate guy that, the Saints are working with now. We're going to see what's going to happen to this cop. We're going to see how far the reporter and the investigator can dig on this. We're going to see about Man-Boy's treachery. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on in Snowfall, man, the streets of LA. If you ain't watching Snowfall, you need to get in on this, man. My favorite drama on TV right now, man. So check out Snowfall episode 3. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about Franklin's move to buy out that bookstore from that old black couple and then just tell them to get out after that, knowing they wanted to keep running the business, knowing that, they put 30 years into this store, man? How y'all feel about that? What do y'all think is going to happen with the cop? What do you think? You think his mom is fully going to cross over to the dark side and just do the shady business dealings, whatever it takes? Is that what's going to end up with the family dynamic? Let me know in the comment section below. How you liking the series so far, too? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.